Hello everyone, this is Don Tincher from the Wayne County Sports Report here at Earlham College. I'm with Avis Stewart. We are at the Desmond Bane basketball camp. Avis, just give me some quick thoughts about having this camp here and with Desmond.
You know, I think it's great that Desmond is coming back to the community to do these kinds of things. A lot of times people make it big in the world, and obviously he's made it really big in the world in the NBA, and they forget about their upbringing. And obviously Desmond has not forgotten about his upbringing. He's coming back. He wants to give to the kids. He wants to give to the community. So it's really a great honor, I think, for the Richmond community to welcome Desmond Bane back.
Very, very true. And the amount of kids here today is wonderful to see.
It is. I think there are about 250 or so kids that are here today taking part in the camp. And the amazing thing is a lot of times you'll go to these kind of camps and the person who's responsible for it, in this case Desmond, they don't interact. He's constantly interacting with the kids and doing things with them. And he's open to taking pictures, signing autographs, working with them on their skills. So it's really, really good to see that.
Yeah, well, hey, I really appreciate you taking time to speak with us today. And we will be back with Desmond in just a moment. Okay, Desmond, hey, thanks for being here. Can you just give me some thoughts about the camp and what it means to you to come back here to be able to do this for the community?
It's always special, you know, to be able to do something like this here in my hometown, you know, where I was raised, where I have so many young kids who look up to me and have followed my journey so closely for so many years, you know, to be able to come back and put my hands on them and, you know, help develop them and hopefully grow them into the, you know, next basketball players and, you know, successful people coming out of Richmond. It's special for sure.
You know, a lot of people that get up to this level and, you know, they just like don't seem to have the time to make time for their hometowns, you know, but you make it a priority. For the last 3 years, you've come back and done something for the community. Just how much does this community of Richmond mean to you?
I mean, it's huge. I mean, it shaped me, you know, into the man that I am today. It will forever be home, and you know, it's been 3 years strong, but you know, I plan on doing this, you know, as long as I'm living.
Now, talk a little bit about where you are professionally. You're getting ready for another season. What are you starting to work on to get ready for the season?
Really my body. You know, I had my surgery after the season was over, so still fighting to get back healthy. You know, but really trying to take care of my body and you know, tighten up some areas in my game that I can while, you know, I'm limited on the court. Ball handling, some passing stuff, finishing around the rim. You know, it's a whole lot that can be done. It's been surprising, honestly, with how much I can do, given my limitations because of the surgery.
Yeah.
Yesterday, the first thing the kids asked you when you showed up was about your new contract, and you said, "I haven't touched it yet." Is that just something that does that humble you? Does that just make you more hungry to keep going, or what's the mindset after?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm extremely hungry. You know, there's all the weight, you know, is off my shoulders. The contract's in the rear view, and now it's, you know, just playing the game for fun and trying to bring a championship to Memphis. You know, I'm super thankful, super blessed, happy, you know, that I made it this far, but understanding we still got a long ways to go.
So, since you're a fairly private person, what's it like having everybody know your business like that, knowing how much their contract is worth? Like, what's that like?
I mean, it's part of the business, you know. I mean, that's just the reality of things, and you know, you got to really have your priorities in place and your morals grounded, you know, because there's a lot of people that, you know, could potentially try to take advantage of you or, you know, steer you in one way or another. So, you know, you just got to be confident in who you are as a person and don't change.
I talked to a lot of people over the last couple of weeks after you signed that new contract. They're saying Desmond Bane deserves every bit of that contract for just the type of person he is. Everybody knows Desmond Bane, the basketball player, but not everybody knows Desmond Bane, the person. And they say the person that you are deserves every bit of that type of recognition. So when you hear that from other people, what goes through your mind when people from your community, people who you know, are describing you in that way?
Yeah, I mean, I would, you know, it's hard to even put into words, you know, because, you know, as a human being, that's what you fight for. You know, I mean, when you're dead and gone, you know, people will tell stories and this, that, and the other, but, you know, most of the time you're going to be remembered for the person that you were. So, you know, that, you know, I have a community like my own saying those type of things about me obviously makes me proud, but, you know, it make my grandparents prouder.
I was going to ask a question. So I'm raising 3 kids here in Richmond, and where I grew up, our famous person who left said, that despicable place, I'll never go back. It's so inspiring that you feel so differently about Richmond, and I'm really curious if we can talk about what your vision is for Richmond, what makes a good community, and what you're really hoping for.
Yeah, I mean, I think that family environment first and foremost. I mean, now that I've been out of Richmond and been in bigger cities and been around places, you know, it's hard to get to end of the city in 10 minutes, you know, anywhere that you go, and, you know, let alone see people in the grocery store, you know, see people at the gym, see people, you know, everywhere you're going, you're seeing somebody that you know. So really that family environment, that community aspect, you know, I want to continue to help grow that for sure, you know, but also just keep, you know, inspiring these kids, hopefully keep them out of trouble, and, you know, hopefully they graduate and go on to college and, you know, can create a life of their own.
I talked with Coach Juergens and Coach Blevins yesterday. They were real humble about it. They said they don't know if they necessarily helped you to get to where you are today, but they at least said, we at least didn't get in the way of them. But I was just curious from your perspective, how much did those two help you throughout your 4 years at sea?
I mean, I mean, I still, you know, don't really understand, you know, how good I am or how good I can be, but, you know, I think that was a prime example. You know, I was a young kid just who loved ball and loved to hoop and play, and, you know, they saw something in me, and they really instilled that confidence in me that, you know, I can be as good of a player as I want, and, you know, that's really carried me for sure.
What type of relationship do you have with them to this day?
Those are my guys. I mean, you see they're here. You know, every time I come back in the city, they make sure that they're around, and, you know, we spend time together. I know their kids. You know, they've got a chance to meet my son. So it's that family environment that I was talking about. We have that for sure.
Do you have any messages for coaches in town here? You know, we have a lot of people who get thrown into a coaching position just to help out their kids in their community. And what are the kinds of things you've seen in coaching that you hope every coach can give to a kid?
Yeah, I think, you know, X's and O's is one thing, but, you know, the way that you mentor and, you know, the love and time commitment that you put into a kid is something that will last a lifetime. You know, I mean, I've had numerous coaches throughout my time, just playing baseball, football, basketball, you name it. And, you know, I'm in touch with not every single one, but almost all of them, you know, and they all had that same nurturing, you know, loving, but they push you, you know, to be better. But great role models that, you know, all us young kids and young people need. Yeah.
Just the one thing that, and kind of maybe randomly thinking about this, but about the community, the Pacer game last year when a lot of folks went over, how did that translate to you personally to think, wow, they're responding to me?
Yeah, I mean, it was great. You know, every time I played in Indy, we've had a great crowd. You know, to see my city and surrounding areas travel up there, to see me play a basketball game is, you know, hard feeling to explain. You know, I scored my first basket, and it's almost like I'm playing at a home game. You know, it was fun for sure, and, you know, something that I don't take for granted.
Yeah.
You walk into the gym yesterday, and just all those kids just start going nuts, and it just gets loud as ever. What goes through your mind in that moment? I saw the huge smile on your face. Just all those kids chanting for you, screaming for you. What goes through your mind when you see all those kids in your community react to you that way?
Just that, you know, I'm a role model. You know, I mean, I was a young kid, like I said, whether it was coaches, you know, older people that were playing basketball, I was searching for that, you know, and to be able to fill those shoes and, you know, hopefully do it well is special for sure.
What kinds of, I know you do a lot of things to physically keep your body in shape. What are the kinds of things you do for your mind?
Yeah, I mean, that's been a big piece of it as I'm going deeper into my NBA career. You know, every year they're always going to say it's the biggest year. You know, my first year I'm trying to prove I'm an NBA player. My second year I'm trying to earn, you know, a starting position. Last year I was playing on a contract year. You know, this year will be my first year with the contract. So like, there's always something, you know, to play for and something that, you know, sits in the back of people's minds while they're playing. But you know, just being a human being, you know, having a family, you know, going fishing, going to the lake, whatever it is, you know, just understanding that basketball is what I do, but it's not who I am. You know, I mean, I love the game and I put everything I can into it, but at the end of the day, you know, I'm a person before a basketball player. Yeah. And quickly, I want to give a special thanks, you know, to all of our sponsors that help, you know, put the camp on, Wetzel, Ball for Life. I mean, we had all type of sponsors, you know, come through and really help to make this event so special. So I want to make sure that I give them a quick shout out as well.
You got your day in the park coming up Friday?
Yeah.
So it's going to be another big event, you can probably assume. So what can you tell us about that?
Super excited. You know, I thought the event went great last year, and you know, we found ways to get creative to make it even better this year. You know, I hope that the whole city and surrounding areas, anybody who, you know, has a family and wants to get outside and be around their community, not just family, friends, but, you know, their community, and get out with us. There'll be great food, music, games, autographs, pictures, everything. You know, it's not about me, it's about the community, and I'm really looking forward to spending some time with, you know, all the people that I grew up with and came up with here in the city. Appreciate it.